everyone, welcome to the discussion. I'm Kathy Meloni. Today we are interviewing Scott Newman, who is a Scout leader from the Cradle of Liberty Council and the founder of a new internet talk show to be released in September for the parents and leaders of Boy Scouts as well as the Scouts themselves. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning.
Scott, when we were talking earlier, you mentioned that for every problem there's a solution. Can you expand on that?
Sure. Imagine that your son is a Boy Scout. As a parent or a leader, you'd like to make sure he's in an excellent program that both educates and inspires, wouldn't you? Now imagine that you're a troop leader and have a full year of activities to plan and you need some ideas. Not just any old ideas, but new ones to keep the activities fresh and interesting and educational and fun. Put yourself in those shoes for a moment and ask yourself, how many resources do I really have at my fingertips? How big is your inventory of skills and ideas, and where do you turn for help? I'd like to talk to you today about something that has the potential to revolutionize the skills inventory of every Boy Scout troop in America. I'd like to talk to you about something that could transform the knowledge transfer between and among troops. In fact, I'd like to talk to you about a way to open the doors for Scouts in large and small troops and in rural, suburban, and urban environments to have access to more experts than ever before. I'm a Scout leader in the Cradle of Liberty Council, and my troop has almost 60 Scouts and 30 leaders. Now, for those of you who are less familiar with Scouting dynamics, such a large troop is really a rare thing and a luxury that most troops don't have. Many troops, they have 7 or 8 kids and are run by 1 or 2 leaders with some parental assistance. And let me tell you, it is not easy keeping 7 or 8 kids advancing through rank and merit badges while keeping the program fun for everyone.
What is it that makes it difficult for these smaller troops?
There are several challenges to running a successful Scouting program, and here are the 3 of the big ones. Leader burnout, limited resources, and Scout retention. And experience tells us that Scout retention is really based upon stable leadership and a good pool of resources. Here are 2 common scenarios that are good examples of the typical challenges. Billy is a first-class Scout. He's smart, and he's interested in earning the Nuclear Science Merit Badge. But there's not a counselor for that badge within 100 miles. Wouldn't it be great if Billy and several other Scouts from across the country could meet a nuclear science counselor face-to-face in a moderated forum without leaving their homes? Of course it would. And another scenario is, you're getting your troop ready for an upcoming bike trip, or a ski trip, or just a regular camping trip. Wouldn't it be useful and just plain cool to have an expert in bicycle repair show you and your Scouts how to fix a flat tire in 5 minutes? Or a ski instructor show you how to adjust your bindings? Or an actual NASA astronaut tell you about the stars you might see in the night sky? Modern technology and you together can make this possible. Because today, we take the first steps to revolutionize every Boy Scout troop's pool of resources and abilities. Today, we take the steps to boost knowledge transfer among troops from around the nation and from around the world. Today, we have found a way to put 1,000 skills into every troop's backpack.
That sounds really promising. Can you clarify for our listeners how you're going to put 1,000 skills in every troop's proverbial backpack? What is it exactly you're going to do, and what will the project be called?
With your help, I'm confident that we can create a Scout-related internet talk show. That's right, a global troop town hall where leaders and Scouts from any size troop can come together to help each other in a live, personal, interactive way. And just to be clear, this is much more than a lecture or a website or a blog. This is actually a live town hall on a monthly basis, and all you need to attend is access to the internet. Think of it as a merger between a TV show like Good Morning America and a troop meeting. It will have short, entertaining, informational segments, plus the ability for the audience to ask questions directly to the experts through the telephone or Skype or social media. And it goes beyond that too. Imagine a place where the Scouts themselves can actually host shows in order to fulfill their requirements for the communications badge or the public speaking badge and other merit badges. And afterwards, the recorded archives will live online for every scout in America, and the world for that matter, to reference and use and learn. It's like having 1,000 skills in your backpack.
So you're going to be a pipeline between resources and people in need?
Exactly.
Scott, there has to be a lot of expertise out there already. What makes your project different, and why should I care as a parent, or as a leader, or someone who is considering making a donation?
So, why should you care? Maybe you think your troop is doing just fine. Well, you should care because no one leader can know it all. And what the Global Troop Town Hall provides is a conduit to conversations with people just like you, who've been in your shoes, who have faced your challenges, and who have come out the other side stronger than they went in. You should care because the Global Troop Town Hall is going to bring worldwide expertise directly to you and your scouts in a way that's economical, practical, and immediately useful. And you should care because every young scout has a huge amount of potential, and every troop needs the expertise and resources to help retain these young men in the scouting program so they can reach that potential.
Well, right. You convinced me that I should care. How will this whole thing work?
So, how will it work, you ask? Well, in my day job, I'm a corporate trainer, and I give short, targeted web seminars to people across the world every day. Now, what I'm envisioning for the Scouts actually goes a couple of steps beyond basic web seminars. First, it's a place where parents, leaders, and Scouts can gather together in a web seminar-type video conference that's similar to a TV talk show. Second, it's a place which brings together the best experts with demonstrations appropriate for a troop meeting. And third, it's a way to easily meet with merit badge counselors who want to share their tips and tricks for acquiring merit badges.
Wow, merging a troop meeting with morning TV sounds challenging, yet fun and exciting too. Can you tell me a little more about what your show might look like?
At the outset, the Global Troop Town Hall will be a regular half-an-hour show, and it's going to be composed of 3 segments plus an inspirational message. The 3 segments will generally cover a timely topic, a review of a specific piece of gear, and a merit badge. For instance, during the January show, we might discuss the topic of cold weather camping, review sleeping bags, and talk about the skiing merit badge. During an April show, we might invite guest scouts to talk about their favorite summer camps, have an expert explain how to buy a pair of boots that fits properly, and talk to a counselor about, say, the archery merit badge. There is no doubt in my mind that with help from some great people like you, we can get this project off the ground and grow it into something that is larger than the sum of its parts, something that is lasting, something that's important. In fact, during several preliminary discussions, people were already suggesting that we start out as an hour-long show. Now, that day may come, and it may come soon. However, at the outset, I want to make sure that we bake in the highest quality we can afford, and that the show provides immediate, tangible value to the audience. Nevertheless, a good leader always listens, and a scout is always resourceful. So, we are taking a page from professional football. In addition to the half-an-hour show, we will deliver a half-an-hour pre-game show as well. Kids and adults alike are often thrilled when they get to see what happens behind the scenes. So, we will allow everyone to connect with us during the pre-show sound and video checks, where they can hear the steps we take to set up a professional program, hear some of the informal conversations between the guests and the hosts, as well as submit questions for the experts to answer.
Well, so far I'm impressed. When will it begin?
When will it all begin? Well, the research and planning started about 10 months ago, and the website of www.globaltrooptownhall.org is up and running. Fundraising is happening right now, so please donate what you can. Beta testing equipment and procedures and rounding up guest speakers starts in June. And the first show is scheduled for Tuesday, September 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with the pre-game show starting at 7:30 p.m. After that, we hope to have raised enough support to host the show every second Tuesday of the month for the entire year.
Scott, you talk about raising enough support. Stop me if I'm wrong, but what kind of support are you looking for? Corporate sponsors? Individual donations? What constitutes support?
All support is good support. We'll probably be running our fundraising campaign by the time your listeners hear this interview, at which point our video and pledge buttons will be active on our website, which is www.globaltrooptownhall.org. And when you're considering making a pledge, please consider these benefits. When you sponsor the Global Troop Town Hall, you are investing in the betterment of more than 2 million youth. The really good kids that gravitate towards Scouts. These are the kids that will become the next leaders of our society. So, if you'd like to make a meaningful difference in the world, then helping get the Global Troop Town Hall off the ground is an excellent opportunity to start. And if that's not enough, we have several gifts that we offer to individuals and organizations for their support. Gifts such as a beautiful limited edition embroidered patch, or appearing as a guest on the show, or we can highlight success stories from your troop. And for pledges at the highest level, we offer a 30-second thank you spot that highlights your product or organization. For the benefit of the people who did not come through the Kickstarter website to hear this podcast, you will make your pledge through Kickstarter. Now, Kickstarter is a low-risk, all-or-nothing fundraising website. It's low risk because no pledge donations changes hands until the project is 100% funded. And in that way, you are guaranteed that your gift has the best chance of successfully launching the Global Troop Town Hall. Now, the flip side is that if we don't meet our funding goal within the allotted time, no pledges are collected and we receive nothing. Now, to get funded, word of mouth is really extremely important. So if you like what you've heard, then after making a pledge, please like our Facebook page and post a link to our website on Facebook, Twitter, and any blogs you might belong to. We could really use your help on this because, again, word of mouth is very powerful.
Honestly, this sounds like it could really benefit Scouts in urban, suburban, and rural communities. I can just imagine how excited these kids will be to see how other kids all across the country do things, and whether their troops work the same or differently. What a terrific project you're starting up. Unfortunately, we are nearing the end of our time. Would you take a moment just to sum things up?
Building and maintaining a good program is not easy, and I am dedicating my time and my own personal resources to this project to help other leaders and Scouts and troops become increasingly resourceful and successful. However, it's important to note that this is not a one-man production, nor is it a one-troop production. We need volunteers. We need guest speakers. We need merit badge counselors from every troop, everywhere. And you don't have to be local, because we can bring you into our studio through Skype or other technology. If you think you have the talent and a good on-air presence, I want you to email me at info@globaltrooptownhall.org.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you all the luck in the world getting this project off the ground. For those of you who would like more information, please visit www.globaltrooptownhall.org. I'm Kathy Meloni. Scott, I hope you will come back and join us in September after your pilot show has aired and tell us how it went.
Well, thank you, Kathy, for inviting me on your show. I most certainly will.
Up next, the Pennsylvania legislation will be meeting next week. What's on the floor for a vote?